Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something slightly different. I thought I'd do like a styling video, but instead of doing like a lookbook, I thought I'd do something a bit more informal, kind of a sit down, talk about one of my favourite items at the moment, which is I was going to say the humble dungaree, but I think it's just, let's call it a dungaree. But anyway, I was going to do kind of a 3 ways to wear video, but I thought instead what might be nice if I sat down, spoke you through the different ways I'd style it, to perhaps talk a bit more about that, because sometimes it's nice to know why you put something together and alternatives and get a little bit more in depth about things. So that's what I'm going to do today. As I mentioned, I'm going to talk about the dungaree. The one pair I'm talking about, couldn't get my words out then, are these that I'm wearing, and they're from Monkey, or Monkey, depending on how you say it. I bought these recently on ASOS. They were £50, so understandably not the cheapest pair you can buy, but I am going to link some alternatives if that's not quite to your budget, or if you want to perhaps spend a little bit more, because I do think they are a really worthwhile investment. I think if you can find the right pair for you that aren't too long or too short, you've not got to roll them up too much, they're a really great thing to have in your wardrobe, and they're such a flexible item through like winter to summer, and they're definitely something that I love wearing at the moment when the sun's just starting to come out, and I just want something that isn't just a standard pair of jeans, but is a bit more playful, but equally something you can dress up that looks quite cool in a smart kind of way. But anyway, without further ado, here are the ways that I would style the dungarees. Okay, so the first thing I'd probably do in terms of styling a pair of dungarees is pair it with a t-shirt, because this is like the easiest way of wearing them. Admittedly, this is the way that's probably most like an oversized grown-up toddler, because you've got a little t-shirt on, dungarees, but I think with a cool kind of band t-shirt or slogan t-shirt, it kind of balances it out a bit and gives it more of a kind of Alexa Chung style feel. So with this, I've just paired this kind of washed out, slightly oversized t-shirt, which I think looks quite cool if it's oversized, but equally, I've got a couple of bodies at the moment that I do love wearing underneath, which look really cool. So there's striped ones, or ones with a slightly lower neck, which are quite cool and making it a little bit more grown up. Another option I have is this t-shirt, which I got from Brandy Melville, which is just one that says Girl Power, which is another quite cool one, despite the fact you probably can't really see what it says. But I don't know, if you're into the E17, you can always wear the top part of the dungarees hanging down for a bit more of an edgy look. But yeah, I've styled this with a t-shirt, a pair of Converse for kind of a more relaxed look, and it's quite cool because you can then throw like a biker jacket on top, just play around with like a small handbag as well, so it's quite a nice, flexible, casual day-to-day look. So that's the first way I'd style them. So the next kind of look I've been going for with these dungarees is kind of like a blouse or an oversized kind of shirt underneath them, which I think is something a little bit more feminine, a little bit more grown up. I've been wearing this one, which is from H&M. It's really creased. Even if I just ironed it and then laid it flat on my bed, it would still be creased, so I'm just gonna admit defeat with this. But this one's a really pretty pale pink one. It's striped, it's got huge oversized sleeves. I call them the Othello sleeves because whenever I wear them I feel like a Shakespearean character because the sleeves are so flouncy. But it's really nice because of the fact it's kind of got like a tie neck. It means you can have it undone, kind of for a more bohemian kind of Sienna Miller kind of look, which I really like. But I've also been wearing kind of a Zara top that I have, which is kind of broderie on glaze, which looks really pretty underneath these as well. It's kind of slightly more grown up and feminine, but still kind of plays on the kind of, I don't know, youthfulness of the dungaree. But these are really cool. I've been wearing this with a little pair of heels. I've got some sandals, which I really love with these, which tie up and they look really pretty. But even the kind of glove shoe, I have a pastel pink pair of glove shoes, which are obviously quite trendy, but they look really cute with these as well. So those, the little matching bag and everything, look really, really cute with a pair of dungarees. For the third item that I kind of tend to pair with these is kind of like a classic knit. The one I have in mind is this one, which is from Topshop. It's kind of like a mustard camel style, slightly funnel neck jumper, but it fits really nicely and it looks great under dungarees because it's not too oversized. There's nothing worse than wearing a really super oversized jumper with something like this, and you have to tuck all this excess fabric in and then it pads everything out so you feel huge. But this is quite fitted, so it works really, really nicely underneath something like this. It's also mustard, which you know is quite fashionable at the moment. Looks really cool with just like tan boots, because I think with mustard and tan you can kind of pair them together, or with navy it looks really beautiful. So I think this is quite cool. It's quite 70s, so if you're going for like a 70s mom look, especially with my hair, don't know what's going on there. But yeah, it looks really nice. It's kind of nice for transitional weather as well, when it's not hot but you still need a few layers. So this is also very, very perfect. This is slightly older because I think I bought it a couple of years ago, but I'm going to try and find some alternatives which I'll link below anyway. So my last suggestion, if you're still not feeling totally confident with dungarees, is layering over the top, which is kind of maybe a cheats method, or maybe just a way of just saying, just buy a pair of jeans. But I kind of still do this, especially when it's colder outside and I want to have something I can quickly peel off. But I've been wearing this oversized Topshop boutique jumper, which I actually bought in the sale. It was meant to be £70, I got it for 35, so I was feeling very smug at the weekend. But this is a really nice thing to layer over the top, especially if your dungarees are slightly kick flared like mine are. It's a really nice way of kind of having multi-purpose ways of styling them, if that makes sense. But I kind of tend to just slightly roll it up so it's not completely oversized, make it look like it's been tucked in. Pair it with a little pair of ballet flats. I think leopard print's really cool with stripes, or little heels as well if you want to kind of lengthen your legs a bit, because dungarees can be slightly shortening on the legs. I tend to kind of go for something slightly more cropped if I can, mainly because my legs are quite short and I do need something that cuts off just before the ankle. This also looks really cool with heels or sandals, which have got a little tie around the ankle too. So that's kind of the last way I'd style them. If you do have any other suggestions, please do let me know, because I'm constantly trying to think of ways to style them. I know it said they're essentially a pair of jeans with a little bit attached to the top, so you could kind of put anything you would with jeans with dungarees, but I do appreciate it takes a certain level of confidence to think you can pull them off. There are obviously different pairs. I've got a full length kind of flared pair, I've got boyfriend ones which you need to roll up, but they look really cool with trainers. Things like New Balance look really cool with that, or even Stan Smiths if you're very cool, which I still haven't quite come around to. But there are just so many different ways. I know that there are so many bloggers that style them incredibly. I'll see if I can dig out some blog posts of my favourite girls below as well for inspiration. Maybe I'll do a Pinterest board, because any excuse to do one of those. But anyway, less of the rambling. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was definitely more informal than the kind of lookbook put together ones, but let me know if you enjoyed it, or if you'd rather see something with no talking, because I appreciate I can get a bit carried away. Anyway, let me know what you thought, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did style some dungarees in new ways, please let me know, because I want to get my cost per wear down on these, so definitely shed some light with me. So thank you so much again, and I'll see you next week. Bye!